Alright, guys. I'm not in a voice chat. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. We're just gonna stream real quick. Play a few games, I guess, more or less. Um, hope the price stays where it's at for this, because I definitely need to get some more. I'm gonna top up my bag little by little. So with me, how I'm thinking normally, especially when certain stuff happens, and this and the third, I'm just thinking, I found my wallet. I'm glad I had this thing in my wallet. Hopefully, it's at the movie theaters because I remember having it. Maybe it's not. I'm not sure if it's in the parking lot or well. Hopefully, someone turned it in, but I found it because I had this thing in my wallet where this little piece. It's like called Tile. I think I bought it. And it's a great idea that I bought it. Gotta remember that's like one of the last places I redid my stats. I didn't really go anywhere. And I would try to keep my wallet because my dad always tells me, like, I should have my wallet on me for whatever reason. You shouldn't leave the house without your wallet. Identification, something happens, it's that, and the third. So, it is whatever, that component. But I think from now on, if I get this wallet or something like that, yeah, I'm probably not taking my wallet out again. It could have fell out of my pocket again, because I don't really think about shorts and stuff like that. I don't. Shorts are bad. And I always like to wear like sweatpants or something like that, something that it zips, because sweatpants I like to wear has a zipper on it. So my wallet and stuff like that is very secure. And the thing about other stuff is just like, wow. Whenever you do like a credit card or something like that to check your stuff. Yeah, seal ID, which is good. But I know, in terms, I'm not going to really talk about investing today. Go to work tomorrow. I don't even know how much money I even made. Probably not that much. Probably like $200 or something like that, by far. So I work a few more times. I might watch Outer Banks after this, but it's one of those things where I don't want to spoil it. I haven't watched all the episodes, this and the third, but I realized once the show is like 50 minutes or more, it's just like, wow. I have no problem watching something that's long like that if there's like value. So that's just my opinion. I realize Netflix is not good when it comes to shows. They're not good when it comes to shows. Like, you want stuff that's been out for a minute and you hope for them to pick it up. That's not going to happen. Like Friends, all that other stuff, that jazz is not going to be up there. So, something to think about. Another thing I'm thinking about is just like, you work, you go to this, that, do this, that, and the third, and you be like, okay, from a standpoint, like the price of stuff is going up, like Disney Plus. So I think about canceling it just off the merit that it's not really worth it. Because you go to the movies, this, that, and the third now, and I know they're trying to show all these different movies. Like, what's that, Jungle Cruise with The Rock? They have that. I don't know that why they even put that in the movie theater. Disney Plus is trying to double dip. They're trying to double dip and get their money, which is in all honesty, it's smart. In a sense, because they know people can go and probably out here and bootleg. But I think the fact they're charging a regular subscription and then money is absolutely absurd. On top of whatever you have to do. I never understood that in my opinion, but again, like, you're paying money to access the stuff. It's like $10, and on top of that, you're gonna have like what, like a $49 or $50 bill, but you're in the comfort of your own home, which is smart. That makes a lot of sense. So, more ways than one. Alright. Back to what I'm saying about like a few things, like, I think the prices of stuff is just going up, and it's about money and greed. I forgot what they said, which movie came back out again. I think it was Avatar. If my memory serves me correct, they went and re-released it. Like, all these movies that were the summer stuff, they go back and release in select markets because, I don't know, for whatever reason, that's the most people, and they went up there. I think they did like a few more showings or premieres in China. And that added money back into the whole thing. They said they're one of the highest grossing films. Black Panther's up there as well. I'm still thinking about the Black Panther film. How many times I go see it? I only saw it once. Like, after a while, stuff loses the novelty, and it kind of takes away from the stuff. Like, yeah, the movie was good, in my opinion. It was good. But if you really want to be completely honest, for me, I don't watch movies more than once. And there's never been a movie I said I had to see it twice. I've never seen a movie twice, unless it comes back out on like TV. That's the only time I see a movie twice. And I feel like the most craziest thing that I think about, like, in terms of a few things, is like actually seeing this, that, and the third. Like, how can I put it this way? It's like you actually seeing something that somebody didn't ask for, and yet they go through with it, and it's completely a flop. Like, nobody asked. Like, someone seriously sat at a table with business executives and said, this is a great idea. And people signed off on it, and the idea, again, instead of nobody asked for, like, they should have, some stuff to me is better left alone. So, I just go with my whole mind frame and mentality about a few things. It's just like, a lot of stuff to me basically is relatively unchanged. And then again, it is what it is. So a lot of stuff with me, I just try to keep my composure, just like with certain stuff. It's just like, wow. I hope my wallet gets found in this place, the business that I went to, at the movie theater. Because I always do the right thing. Like, I always do the right thing. Like, if I find somebody's wallet and stuff like that, I'll go and bring it to the people always do the right thing, turn it in. And yeah, the other night I was with my friends. We almost got close to beating the Easter egg, and then again we folded. We had done everything. It was like around 33. The highest round I think I've been on is like round 37. I could go higher, but after that, the whole thing, the setup, the points and everything, it's not fun. Like, I don't, well, world record, I'm not, you never really make any money with the world record of anything. You might get money for just appearances, but if you're talking about the world record books, Genius World Records, you don't make anything. It's more of an item. You make items, like you make money through having people, whatever it is, like go to the event, they sponsor you, but otherwise it's just a novelty. So, but I think that zombies and going for world records, I respect it. Then again, that's a long doggone time. Why was your internet or power line gets knocked out? I think about stuff like that. Like one time, I was playing on farm. I was like around like 30 something, and I was doing good, and the power knocked out. And then I still think about the farm, the actual farm map on Black Ops 2. You couldn't pack a punch of weapon, so all the guns and stuff like that were terrible. And the map was only but so big, so you can only imagine that. So when I think about all the stuff, like with the games and stuff, I don't think I'm pre-ordering the game. I'm just as honest and truthful as I can possibly. I don't think I'm pre-ordering the game right now. The only thing I would think I will do is take up an offer from this thing. Like PayPal give me like $25 crypto, and then they give me like $25 back. Just buy 25, get 25 free. I never use PayPal for anything. And they're in the space, I just want to get $25 worth of Bitcoin and just chill. Ethereum, would I like to own some Ethereum? Yes and no. I just don't think it's really right now. Let me check my phone. So it's doing too goddamn much. Dumbass. Doing all that stupid shit to get your ass clapped. That's why I don't like this game, bro. I'm telling y'all, this game is doo-doo. I'll tell y'all up and down this game is doo-doo. And bad at that. This game is really absurd and bad. Like, someone like me can't fathom a game that's bad in terms of just look at gameplay. And Call of Duty, for me, I don't like Call of Duty as much because if you think about it, every game, and then even Fortnite, is like the game, skill-based matchmaking is doing more harm than good. Cold War probably has a base of like 14,000 people playing it. And the only thing that they're probably doing, I probably bet there are a few 100,000 people playing Warzone. I don't like Warzone. Warzone's terrible. Unpopular opinion, Blackout was better, more skilled than Warzone. Because at least there was an element of creativity, in my opinion. And I just don't feel like you get that with that dude with some cheeks. You know, another thing I'm just thinking about is just like, you know, a lot of stuff I don't even be tripping off of no more. It's just like, bye. Yeah, I don't think I'm necessarily bad, but I'm not really in the mood to play this game at all. Or really any of the games, to be honest, because to me a lot of games the ship has sailed in terms of like creativity, this, that, and the third. Because if you look at the actual gameplay of a lot of these games, it's like bad. mean, I knew I wouldn't necessarily win that. That was just kind of a bad thing, but God. Hell, at least I got close. That's what counts. Battle Pass. Alright. I reached level 90. Oh, Bitcoin running it up right now. Cool. 30 cent Bitcoin. 1693. Okay. Okay, I made money. I didn't really make money, so I'm giving myself some feet though. Some of that. My next two purchases. As soon as I get my wallet stuff back, I'll get some crypto. Like a little small bit. I'm not about to run it up. I still think about COVID. We're going to be under like the third lockdown, I do believe, in the U.S. Coronavirus. 8 new U.S. epicenter, 22,000 cases. I know people talking about not afraid to get in the shop, but people put shit in their bodies and stuff like that, not even asking. They don't even know what the hell they're doing. Like, I'm not gonna put a false equivalency. It has to be the same, or if not equal, in terms of like people will be shooting up drugs, this, that, and the third, and their mental state and stuff like that's messed up. But they got substance abuse issues, and that right there is just like, I don't know. You don't know what people doing to all this other stuff, and it's like, wow. Let me check my thing real quick. Coin, no. Let's check tile again. Alright. All right, wallet. Luckily for me, hopefully everything's still in my wallet. I mean, I don't have any money. I just have a card. I really don't have any money up there, so that's how I get paid. In more ways than one, I'm kind of like a broke college student, so it's just like, wow. Let's just think about job and working. Just saying that like you're not going to make that much money with certain jobs. It's just like, yeah. But I feel like everybody's pressed to get back to work or happy to work, but in my opinion, everything really comes to a halting stop for businesses, people, this, that, and the third. Again, that's just my opinion. Because, like, businesses, they're making money off people. Like, if I wasn't at my job, completely the wheels would fall off. And in terms, like, they have nobody, like, I understand the direct correlation between carts, because that's my job, I push carts. And I get a lot of carts. When I'm not there, I might play a little bit of Ratchet and Clank, but I'm not overly vested into it. If that makes any sense. The game is not bad, and again, Sony does a lot of stuff, or PlayStation rather. They do a lot of stuff and they don't think for the longevity of the game. The PlayStation Plus titles suck. They're trying to come out with this, that, and the third, like new stuff. I'm for it and I'm not for it, if that makes any sense. Because a game can't just sustain. But I think a lot of games right now are just like at a standstill, just because of COVID. the new Horizon game, the sequel, is getting pushed back to 2022. And I'm still thinking about Japan, the Olympics going on, and they have outbreaks. I mean, that's to be expected. We're not in the thing in the clear for the pandemic. The pandemic probably is never going to be over. In terms of stuff, it's going to be a case by case basis. Just like the same thing with Ebola. You're going to have places that are a hot spot, and this, that, and the third. Like I went to LA and stuff like that. I was very careful and cautious, but yeah, I'm fully vaccinated. I don't think of anything that I'm not going to say. I never had any symptoms or anything like that. I didn't I think I was fine because I really ate outside and kept my distance from people. I wasn't going and doing a lot of indoor dining, this, that, and the third, and I kept my distance. But a lot of businesses and stuff like, even where, I'm from North Carolina, this, that, and the third, businesses and stuff like that, they used to have plexiglass. All that stuff didn't change. It's about getting butts in the seats now, turning them dollars. When you've been closed down for this, that, and the third for this long, and the wheels have really fell off your business, it's going to be hard for you to be like, yeah, let me really reevaluate this thing. You're trying to make money. Well, that's like someone who took their life savings and opened up like a sports bar or something like that. Number one, that's stupid in my opinion. I would never say that to somebody, but I think that's pretty stupid, a sports bar. There are 1,000,001 sports bars. There are 1,000,001 sports bars, and this, that, and the third. And by you having all these different sports bars and so many selections to choose from, or let's say like someone has a $3 draft beer night where you get like a bottle for $3. You get a whole case like $10 to start work for. So it's like, why would you even do that? It'll be practically no point. You're basically, I know people like the sports bar atmosphere, but I don't like being around a lot of people. It makes it, even before the pandemic, I don't like being around a lot of people. Like a lot of businesses right now, I know you're talking about they need people on staff, people want to work, but I'm like, you realize we're not working. I know people are talking about all this stuff about how people this and that and the third are like, not working. They're costing businesses, and then the eviction moratorium and stuff like that. People are losing money, or landlords and tenants, stuff like that. You're giving people $600 a week, more than probably some people have, but you realize $28,000 is not that much. United States, I think the poverty level was like $20,000, so effectively that's poverty. So at the end of the day, and then you got people add on kids and stuff like that. People are making salary off of having kids. Like, they have like 6 or 7 kids or this, that, and the third. The more kids they have, it comes just a net. I just mind my business. At the end of the day, politics and stuff, you really look at the whole grand scope of things. A lot of stuff, both political parties, in my opinion, are terrible. That's just always been my kind of opinion. They're not really doing anything. Like, you have somebody who's been in a leadership position for 40 years, but if you look at it, who you have going against them, what are the platform, what are the issues that you're tackling, what are some of the other stuff that you're really trying to do. So I'm not really a big fan of politics. If that makes any sense, I'm just never really been a big fan. Voting and stuff, yeah, you should vote. I do vote. But, again, $500 a week. The stimulus check. I don't think there'll be another stimulus check. I don't. I think people having kids that are under like 17 or something like that, or 18, they're getting the $500 a week or something like that. $500 a month, my bad. They're getting like a tax credit. Like, wow. And the more components of one, I just like, wow, this is really crazy. But I think from the financial standpoint, like, I'm just not. Like I said, it was for the long term. How you gonna have a scar and be that sorry at the game? What's wrong with her though? Well, I think this game's going from bad to worse, in my opinion. A lot of stuff's going bad to worse, so. If I can't find my wallet, I mean, I don't really have anything in there, so. But my identification, I'll have to pay money. But hopefully, I'm praying that stuff is good, because I always do the right thing. If I find people's stuff is, like, missing or something like that, I always turn it into, like, a desk where I work at. I got my job, if people leave their wallet and stuff like that, I always do the right thing. And even anyway, I always do the right thing. So it's just like, yeah. Someone's out there, I ain't gonna do that. But the way I'm thinking about a lot of stuff now, it's just like, yeah, I'm not really surprised by a lot of stuff. Or like the stimulus, $1,200. To me, I pay taxes and stuff like that, so it's just like, yeah. That would be a big deal for me, but it's like make or break money. So, more or less. I still think when people talk about, these coins coming out cheaper, like, again, if it hits like 5 cents, I have like $220,000 or something like that. Hits the dollar. Hopefully it hits the dollar out sale. If it hits like 50 cents or something like that, I don't know. I may consider taking like 10%. I'm just taking my money. I pay taxes. I'm just gonna build a house, something like that. I'm just thinking about more ways than one, like with certain stuff. It's just like, wow. A lot of stuff, in my opinion, you start to realize a lot of the novelty of stuff. Bitch, you ain't slick. Sit your dumb ass down. This shit right here is terrible. I don't think I'm that bad at Fortnite, but won't really. Alright. Alright, so my wallet's definitely at Alamo. Hopefully it's turned in. I'm still thinking about a lot of these coins or cryptos people are hyping up. Me, I don't really hype up a lot of coins. Coins that I just said, like VeChain, Vitho, those are solid coins. Gotta made like what? I made $20 off of it. And today alone, I went up like $12 again. So my profits for like $32. So in the grand scheme of things, I don't think that crypto, in a sense, you just really have to look at the price action for some of this stuff. Like the end of the year predictions is way off. I think people are paid to short, and I feel like people are paid to promote these coins and stuff like that. It's just whatever. Like VeChain and Vitho, those are supply chain management. A store will store its information in terms of items and RFID. They use VeChain technology, so they don't have to worry about fake products and stuff like that. From what I read and what I researched, a lot of the stuff that I do at night, it is research. It's not on YouTube. I remember when Bitcoin was at $29,000, like I think it was like a week and a half ago. That was pretty bad, but you know, analysts and these people at the banks and stuff like that, they were shorting it and wanted to drop it down to 25 so they have a lower entry point, which is smart. But I don't never think I would own Bitcoin or do a transaction with Bitcoin. If I was a business, accepting cryptocurrency wouldn't even be a remote thing. If you actually have cash and stuff like that, yeah, cash. A lot of businesses, the banks don't see cryptocurrency as an asset. Bitcoin maybe, but then again, the dollar is worth more than a Bitcoin. Bitcoin is 7 transactions a second. Bitcoin Cash is 100 transactions like per second, I believe. Visa and all these other companies and stuff like that, like the cards, they do over 2,000 transactions a second. So which one do you think they're going to go with? Visa, MasterCard, Discover, all these people, Amex, they're going to deal with those instead of dealing with these companies. They need to be able to transact or pull out their funds. They really need to be able to do that. We got the dips. That made me weak. People talking about you got the dips. I'm just looking at stuff. Like, I might get some more VeChain again. My goal is probably like 3,000 VeChain or 6,000 VeChain. And I'm getting some more Vitho, because Vitho I think I can get like 20,000 or 40,000, or I'll try to get 100,000 something if it's possible. whale dominance. Or price action. Okay, I lost like $1. People selling off from this thing. One thing I'm thinking about most in terms of not even talking about crypto is just like, I don't know. I go back to school in like a week and a few days. I'm not even looking forward to go back to school because, in my honest belief, school, in a way, it's not that I like to do work. I think, in a way, my parents and my sister mainly call me lazy, but I don't. School's just never been something that is just like, yay. In more ways than when I go to school and get stuff done, I never failed a class. College, high school, middle school, elementary school. Not too many people say that. That's just not me being cocky or conceited, but when you go to college or the collegiate level, it's not about this, that, and the third. It's really not. The ROM was gone. What? That guy was so low, man. Now let me check Fortnite tracker, because I feel like that's a better representation of my stats. Let me check Fortnite tracker one look like. Okay. .90. Alright. Check 1.15 KD. I know that's not to be truthful. Lifetime. I feel like my goal, yes, definitely not to be the best Fortnite player. I'm not the best Fortnite player. I feel like I'm okay. I don't do all this ridiculous building and all this stuff like that. I feel like the game's gotten worse because people are focused on creative a lot more than they are the actual game. Just like a lot of games when you see there's stuff going on creative, you really don't think about it on average. When you think about creative, in my opinion, and or any of the other stuff in terms of like competitive or like think about 2K or all the other games that focus, they're still driven on competitive or all this type of stuff. Even Fortnite, the arena, it really takes away from the game like 2K League. You had all these different type of restrictions in place, try to act like a skill thing, and then people want to find a controller hack with the centers and stuff, and it's like wow. And I feel like the biggest thing is people when they talk about these games and stuff like that. What are they really trying to do? Like, have you ever really asked yourself what are these people trying to do in terms of like, how can I put it this way? If people are already looking for exploits, just like the pushing and shoving 2K19, that was the worst idea to ever happen. You have people doing inbound glitch, and then the people having like a post score. People talking about everybody's doing it. No, nigga, you doing it. Or people cheating, like people talking about the demigods. I never made a demigod. I didn't need to. People was trash at the game, talking about everybody doing it. No. Doing all this for a virtual video game. And every year I feel like it's gotten worse. Everybody has the same build. Everybody plays the same way. Everybody has this, that, and the third. It's not original anymore. I mean, that's kind of the way things are. But I think it's kind of sad in a way. Oh, a Ferrari. They put Ferrari in the game. I knew that was a Ferrari. Speaking of Ferrari, if I made a decent bag, I'd take care of a home. I might get myself one supercar, maybe, but I wouldn't splurge. Like, I'll take a few vacations. I wouldn't do anything like crazy, like, oh, I'm about to just be blowing out of control. I'm not gonna do that. And then, like, on trips and stuff like that, like, average thing, you're paying a lot more money. Home skillet 95, that's hilarious. But again, a lot of stuff I said, like, wow. But like an exotic car, I don't necessarily think I'll get an exotic car.
Major IO security breach. I need to investigate, but I can't let anyone know I'm aware of what happened. Find me a field team after. Whatever needs to be done. All of our lives depend on you finding that car.
I'm also thinking about like this wallet I use. There's really no way to kind of sell your coins. You got to connect it to something. And me, once a wallet or something better comes out, I'm going to be removing all my coins. Because I do not like coins in exchange. I like an exchange better than a wallet. And thinking about something, I was thinking about like, a lot of stuff can be insured. I might try to get some of my crypto, something insured. And I feel like another thing too, in terms of like a few things, especially if my investments go good, I just get myself a lot of insurance. Life insurance, right of will or something like that, and keep it pushing. This is to put a Ferrari in Fortnite. I probably should set up at the next game. Is why they put a Ferrari in Fortnite. I'm still thinking about California. California, they have a lot of like supercars and stuff like that. Am I impressed by it? Yeah, in a way I am, in a way I'm not. Because I would rather own property or take care of stuff that really matters. And then, yeah. But buying expensive jewelry and stuff like that, I don't. I'm still thinking about what you call it, like, I think people say about, like, GDP per capita, America's first. Actually, I think that's actually false. I think Liechtenstein is, like, has the best GDP in the world, like $80,000. If my memory serves me correctly. GDP per capita. No, it's even higher than that. It's $181,000. It says Cotter. It's number one. I don't believe that. But the only reason why I say Cotter is because it's got oil and stuff like that, which is true. We need those places in the, what you call it, the Levant and other stuff. We need that. Alright. So, another thing I'm thinking about in a way is just like, it's just, how can I put it? Just funds in general. Like, will I be buying, what is it, the next 2K again? Probably, more than likely, no. It looks like. And it wasn't for like last year, remember what I went through, it was just like, wow. I probably wouldn't have bought it. So it's just like, yeah. One of those things where you just kind of have to gauge it, because if you think about on average, most of these games, like $100 for a game, it doesn't have a roadmap, especially like with a crypto project. It doesn't have a defined goal. Like 2K, 2K's goal is to milk money from people and investors and add minimal insight or stuff like that and give people, they don't even give people pertinent details. I mean, they really don't have to because, I mean, we created this behemoth and a giant where transparency is not even key. They're just like, let's just release a little razzle dazzle here and, you know, we're going to get our money up front. We're not going to say what we're going to do. People have been used to buying this, that, and the third. Paying full price. We're going to scam our investors in more ways than one. We know that the game isn't worth a damn, so we're just going to keep on going, doing what we have been doing the whole time. And I think it's kind of our fault, and it's also just like, you know, we're not, I'm being dead serious. I only give $60 to 2K, and even more than that, you think about a my player, and then you think about the clothing. I don't really spend money on clothes. So people can clown me, my friends can clown me, I wear the same outfit all year on 2K. That's not the point. The clothes and stuff like that, the amount of hours you think about it takes a while to get a BC. One of my players, I did get him to like an 83 overall, my center build. But that took a while, substantially a long amount of time. I didn't know money spent. But I used my best player to get like more coins and stuff like that. That's what I've always done in a sense. More or less. I'm still thinking about my stretch big on 2K20. I might reinstall 2K20 just for the novelty of just saying that I have a 2K that I actually play. I might do it after this game. 2K21 next gen is due, so why would I do that? Like, if someone says that Warzone is good, I can't honestly say that. I played Warzone a handful of times and I've always been unimpressed by gameplay, design, graphics, texture pack, this, that, and third. Even Call of Duty Cold War on a PlayStation 5, the texture pack. I never lagged so much on a game that it literally took me some time to be like, is this really happening? Because I guess whatever they released was just not even a fraction of the way complete. Or they had some issues. And I'm still thinking about more ways to one. You know, a lot of stuff's driving the price up. Like, if a company moves to certain places, like I got Apple coming to like North Carolina, they're building like a campus. I'm not excited for that. That's not a good move because it's about to hike up property taxes. So, and it's going to create a housing bubble. You sell a house, you might not get one. The one thing I'm glad that I don't live in a place where houses are stacked on top of houses. If I build me a house, it's going to be probably a remote area where it's like I have outdoors, I have space, I have amenities, bowling alley. If I build a house, it's going to be done right. An indoor gym, this, that, and the third. Before I would even play a game solo, but now I'm kind of past that. Zombies and stuff like that. Zombie solo I like, and then again I don't like. You can go ahead and check on this a little bit. Might put one bitch to Ratchet and Clank, watch Outer Banks, and go to bed because it's just like it's late. I'm bored. I really don't have nothing to do really, and I go back to school. I know people talking about a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff seems like yesterday. I'm like, I don't really know about that. 'Cause a lot of stuff has been a long time ago. Like, I'm thinking about next year. It'd probably be like 10 years since I've been in high school. In terms of like when I first started, it'll be like 10 years. So it's just like, it wasn't yesterday. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. A lot of stuff, I think sometimes people miss the process, but me personally, I kind of don't. I kind of just limit things to where it is now. Really don't try to get myself too caught up. This guy done lost. This guy's legitimately lost because I know he's not going to get up here. I have high ground. I have everything. I don't even have to move. This circle's going to get completely small. The only thing that's going to happen, though, is that we're both going to have to move eventually. But otherwise than that, we don't have to move. We don't have to do nothing. This circle gets so small, it's still not gonna matter. At the end of the day, it's really not. Yep, it's gonna get so small. Man, I might just have to move. Wow, I lost. But that's a fault of my own. But we gotta enjoy the stream. I mean, I did win one after all. I felt like I did pretty good, except when I did that. I tried to land on the tree. It is what it is. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm out.